Okay, you guys, we are back and we are back with another banging video, honey. Whew. Guys, I told you that Stefon Diggs was a barb. That man is a barb to his core. Stefon Diggs was like, y'all picking on Nikki. Don't worry, Nikki girl. I got you. I got you. And now all the heat and embarrassment is on CardiB. I tell you, the Lord works in mysterious ways. As I've said before, you people are so mad at nickiminaj, who never voted for Donald Trump. But how did Donald Trump win the election, honey? If y'all did not vote, someone had to. And I saw a lot of people in my comment section, and they're still going off in my comment section telling me how you should not be calling black people a flying monkey. Like, y'all are so fucking arrogant. Your level of arrogance knows no bounds. You're telling me, in a day and age of Chat GPT, Gemini, and all the different AIs, you refuse to research what flying monkeys mean? And you're telling me that you're so dumb. You're so slow that you can't see that it's both black, white, Asian, Mexican, everyone who is speaking on Nikki. Why do you feel like you're so special? Why? Telling me, oh, you can't be calling black people flying monkeys. Who told you I was talking to, I'm talking to all of y'all motherfuckers. Black, white, pink, purple, blue. Flying monkey. You need to look up the terminology. I'm not going to tell y'all. Resources too easily available for you to be on the internet talking shit. Shit. It is shit that you're talking. Shit. So the question is back to you guys. Nikki didn't vote for Trump. So if y'all didn't vote for Trump, how did Trump win the election? Y'all are just a bunch of motherfuckers in denial. You voted for the orange man, and you're mad because the orange man is getting up in your ass, and you want someone to blame so badly that you have to blame it on Nikki instead of taking accountability for your own actions. And I'm talking to the people who voted Trump and are in denial that they voted for Donald Trump. Y'all need to do like Azealia Banks. Azealia said, I think it's time that we admit it. We made a bad mistake, a very big bad mistake voting for Donald Trump. Kanyewest supports Trump day in, day out, loud and proud. And none of y'all has ever gone after Kanyewest. But you guys went after Nicki Minaj. And that's how you know it was an orchestrated attack against Nikki. It's not organic. It was never organic. But Stefon Diggs came out to save the day. You know, he's a real barb. We gotta thank him for that. Now, to the people who have been keeping up with my channel, right? Especially if you have been keeping up for the past 4 or 5 days. Do you guys remember when I said that there was a drama? But like, I told you guys a little bit about this drama, and I said to you guys, I didn't want to talk about it because I don't see it on the internet, and I got the information from good source. Do you guys remember when I said that in the last video that I did, when I said that Stefon Diggs is allegedly smashing 4 friends? Well, it is alleged that this chef lady and Stefon Diggs became intimate when he hired her. I don't know how true it is, but they're saying that he became intimate with her. He became intimate with the assistant, and he became intimate with a friend of the assistant, and there's a 4th lady that is connected to the chef that he became intimate with, right? Do you guys remember when I said in that video that I'm not talking about today. I did not make that video today. I think I made that video on Christmas Day, if not the day after Christmas Day. I was telling you guys There's a drama that's going to come up that includes Stefon Diggs and 4 women, and CardiB is also said to be in the drama. This is the drama. This report that we're getting, where Stefon Diggs and his legal team, they're saying this is not the true story. He's not lying. This is not a true story. This is not the true story. Am I saying he never, attack this woman or assault this woman? Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying. But this is not a true story. Stefon Diggs is not telling the truth. Mila is not telling the truth in any of this. None of them are telling the truth. And this is why she had allegedly refused to press charges, because he was trying to allegedly sweet talk her. And she wanted to get back, in business with him, allegedly. And it is alleged that CardiB was not having it with her anymore. CardiB wanted Stefon Diggs to pay her off, allegedly, don't know if it's true, to pay her off and to have her sign an NDA for her to go away. CardiB was allegedly telling Stefon Diggs, this is the best way to handle it so it doesn't get the media and whatever. No, it is alleged that the money that was offered to Mila wanted more, honey. Mila wanted more, allegedly, right? And because she wasn't being offered more, she basically said, you know what? I'm going to take this and I'm going to proceed with pressing charges against you because I'm not playing with you. Right? For anyone who has been following my channel, as I've said for the past 4 days, the video is there. If I didn't talk about it in that video on Christmas Day, I did so on Boxing Day. You can go back and you can watch that video for yourself. Listen carefully, and you're going to hear me say in one of those videos, there's a situation, there's a drama going on between Stefon Diggs and 4 other women, and it's alleged that CardiB is in the mix. That's the drama, right? No, there is something out that is said to be the police report, but I don't think that's the official police report, so I'm not gonna claim that it's the police report, because what I see them circulating around TikTok with as a police report, I've seen many police reports and it's not looking like a police report to me, right? But let me go over here on Twitter. And they go into they say on December 16th, while assigned to the front desk Adams, Mila entered the station to report what is this word? The print is so poor. The print is very poor to report, and I'm not sure what is at the end here. Incident. Adams appeared emotional. That's a weird name. Her name is Mila Adams, I believe. But it's how they put her name, right? She appeared to be emotional and was initially hesitant to give a statement. She asked for a female officer. I checked the scheduling sheet and saw that we did not have a female officer until 4 p.m. I let Adams know this, and I told her that I'd give her a few minutes to think about things and that I understand if she was uncomfortable speaking to me. After a few minutes, she said that she would give the report to me. I brought her into the interview room of the lobby and we began to speak. After taking down her information, I asked her to tell me in her own words what happened. She was hesitant to reveal. So the police officer basically calmed her down, and then she decided that she was gonna speak. So she said, after taking down her information, I asked her to tell me in her own words what happened. She was hesitant to reveal a suspect initially, but I told her that I could take a statement and we could talk about that later, so they could talk about the suspect later. She went on to say that on the 2nd of December, she was working as a private chef at 7th School Master Lane in Devon. She said that on this date, the male that she worked for entered her unlocked bedroom. They had begun having an ongoing text exchange over money owed to Adams. She said that they began to discuss this, which apparently angered the male. She alleges, so he was angry by that. Am I too close in your face? That's okay. So she alleges that the male then smacked her across the face. She said that she tried to push him away. He only proceeded to smack her because something was between them personally. Normally, what happens is that I don't know how things are so different with Stefon Diggs, and I can tell you it's different for Stefon Diggs because normally, these celebrities, once they earn this figure, they have staff on schedule, right? Normally, once they have a staff on schedule, they'll have like house managers and they'll have someone that handles their payroll. And they would normally speak to the person that handles their payroll or the person that's recruited them, right? Now, sometimes if the person that you're working for and them have a good relationship, they may bypass those channels and communicate with the person directly. So Mila, based on this report, was communicating with Stefon Diggs directly because evidently they had that kind of relationship. And Mila is a hottie as well, so, and he loves to go for the hottie. He loves the, women who are, lighter, on the lighter side. And I'm not talking about white women. He loves light-skinned women, as you guys can see, right? So I don't know why she was talking to him about this, but that's not how these people world works. And the moment she's talking about this to him and was having back and forth exchange, something here is not right, but it could be just a one-off situation. And it could be this is what happens for Stefon Diggs, right? So he unlocked her bedroom, and because they were having an ongoing exchange over money owed to her, he went into the bedroom according to this report. She said that they began to discuss this, which apparently angered the male. She alleged that the male then smacked her across the face. She said that she tried to push him away. The male then tried to choke her using the crook of his elbow around her neck. She said that he was behind her with his arm wrapped around her. She said that she did feel like she had trouble breathing and that she felt like she could have blacked out. She said that as she tried to pry his arm away, I'm reading like this because the print is very fine. So she said, as she tried to pry his arm away, he tightened his grip at that point. The male threw her onto the bed. He said something to the effect of, "Thought so." And then she told him that she still hasn't been paid. At that time, the male said, "Lies," and walked out of the room. So why isn't there any trace of her getting paid? Are they paying her under the table to avoid taxes? Because that's the only time you would pay someone in hand. And that's when you're paying them, a pretty penny, and they ask you to pay them under the table to evade taxes. Because why wouldn't there be any track record? And if you paid her, and if you wanted to evade, or if she wanted to evade taxes, because taxes for those people are very high, why wouldn't he have some track record of it through, what is it called again? Venmo or something like that, some payment platform, Apple Pay or something. So that's weird, right? So he then walked out the room. She explained to me that he needs to sign off on payment in order for her to be paid. So she's saying if Stefon Diggs doesn't sign off on payment, she doesn't get paid, which is why she confronted him directly. I asked her if she had documented any injuries when this occurred. She said that she had some redness on her upper chest area, but did not take photos. In this day and age, ever since Cassie Ventura's case, everyone has learned to take photographs. Only way you wouldn't take photos is unless you and that person are involved romantically. Why wouldn't you want to take photos and even set aside? You always take photos. Even if you think you're not going to press charges, you always take photos and you save it somewhere, because this doesn't make sense. It honestly doesn't make sense. These two they're involved. So she didn't take any photos. At this point in the conversation, Adams revealed that the male's name was Diggs. Stefon Diggs currently plays for the New England Patriots of the NFL. Due to his fame, she was very hesitant to come forward with this. Stefon Diggs is a nobody. He's a nobody. Never be afraid to call out these people's name. They are nobodies. Don't let their power fool you. Only one person has such power, and it is Lord God and Savior Jesus Christ. Don't let these indigent mother fools fool anyone. No, based on what this is saying, because there's another little portion left and I'm wondering if I should just go through everything for you guys, because the print is so damn fine and it is so annoying. Fine and annoying. So here we are. It says, I inquired about the details of her employment so I could understand the relationship. She said that she began as a private chef on or around the 20th of July, and that her employment was supposed to go through, it was supposed to go through the end of the NFL football season. She said that she is normally paid by wire transfer, and the initial agreement was for weekly pay. She said that since she has been working there, she has been getting paid monthly instead. As of now, she said she still believes she is owed a month's salary. She still believes she's owed a month's salary? She should say she knows. Why would you get distracted on how much you're actually owed as salary? That does not make any sense. So just judging by the little bips and the little bobs, it kind of gives a sense that there was something more to this situation, and it gives a sense that there was intimacy involved. Gives a sense. But man, does Stefon Diggs make Offset look like a saint? He definitely does. He makes Offset looks like a darling in all of this. CardiB is gonna still hold on to him because she loves the hype, she loves the drama, she's ghetto and she's messy, so she's gonna still stay with him. But let me know what you guys think. Leave your comment below. Peace.